Born in VR, reborn for everyone. Eve Valkyrie Warzone is the first-person spaceship shooter that brings intense space combat to PC and PS4 without the need for a VR headset. While all of Warzone's ships are new or heavily updated, the Covert class Shadow stands alone as an entirely new concept. This is our guide to her unique weapons and abilities, so even if you're a hardcore Valkyrie veteran, you're gonna want to listen up, pilot. As you may have guessed from her class designation, the Shadow is a stealth ship with low armor and shields that rewards guile and cunning more than outright brutality. Don't underestimate her primary plasma beam though, because when applied correctly, it can be devastating. Unupgraded, you can fire off 4 powerful shots in rapid succession, or charge it for a few seconds for one much more powerful burst. You'll notice there's no lead reticule, and that's because unlike most Warzone ships, the Shadow's beam travels at incredible speed and therefore does not require one. Just aim and shoot. Usefully, while the plasma beam is in cooldown, you can start charging your next shot. You won't be able to fire it until cooldown is complete, but you'll have a head start on prepping the coup de grace on an already weakened target. The Shadow also has the ability to mark a target using the secondary fire button. The target marker lasts around 10 seconds and your victim will take increased damage during that period. It takes a while to charge, so you'll want to be very selective about who you mark and when. More on that later. As with all ships, she also gets an ultra that charges during the match and when you pick up salvage from the wreckage of dead enemies. In terms of destructive power, the Shadow's violent whisper is second to none. It has a massive blast radius and is a death sentence for anyone who gets caught. You'll get no extra points for the obligatory boost away and spin to admire the view maneuver after deploying, but bearing witness to the utter devastation is reward in itself. Now let's talk stealth. The Shadow's cloaking device is a powerful thing. Defensively, you can escape nearly any adversary by simply activating it and running, and there are a number of offensive tactics that you'll also find to be highly effective. It charges rapidly, and once activated, the cloak lasts for 30 seconds, unless you're detected by the Corvus's sonar or unlucky enough to be stunned by her silence ultra. Obviously, in accordance with the same legislation that governs stealth tech in all sci-fi universes, you'll also drop out of cloak if you fire weapons or use mark target. That doesn't mean it's not a valuable offensive asset though. One tactic is to stalk a high-value target until they think they're alone, then pick your moment to drop cloak, mark them, and immediately start charging your primary. If timed correctly, you'll be able to unleash a fully charged shot on a totally unsuspecting enemy who's still tagged for increased damage. Beautiful. Simpler, but just as effective, you can also use your cloak to deliver a silent whisper into a crowd situation completely at your leisure. They'll never see you coming, and though they may see you going, by that time they'll be more focused on outrunning the blast radius than on chasing you down. So that's our rundown of the Shadow from the all-new Covert class. She's a technological marvel and a mercilessly effective hunter that offers incredible advantages to finesse-orientated pilots. Keep an eye on the channel for updates to Warzone, but to find out more about Eve Valkyrie Warzone right this minute, just head over to evevalkyrie.com.